Ramses, again, he's so efficient with the way that he farms, with the way that he moves. This is very, very scary. I feel like this Bloodseeker is going to start getting really, really big early, and it's going to cause so many headaches for the side of Team Spirit. Granted, they don't have any really hard disables, so a lot of the time I feel like they're going to be able to maybe just TP themselves out of bad situations with Rupture, unless Solo gets really, really lucky with some of these Spirit Breaker bashes, or you get the Bat Rider. You know, there's nothing worse than being lassoed, ruptured, and then just pulled across the map. So, you know, there is that possibility. There's not a lot of hard lockdown on the side of VP. Do you have a little bit more on the side of Spirit? You've got, again, the Nightmare, the Fiend's Grip, and of course the Enchant Totem and the Fissure, but...
And, I mean, Team Spirit taking a bit more of the slight wombo combo here. You've got DK Phobos and FNG on the Spearbreaker and the Darkseer. So we are going to see some cute little plays come out once that Echo Slam comes online, once that Blink Dagger is purchased. And by cute, I mean possibly devastating for Virtus Pro.
Well, we'll have to see how their positioning runs out here. Hopefully we can see some very good wall vacuum combos into the Echo Slam. Then have Jug just kind of run through with his ultimate. But here we are, guys. We're in game number 3. Hype.
You know, if there's...
Alright, so what do you feel in this game, Forge?
If there's...
Who do you think's going to take this? Is this going to be a fast 3-0, or do you think we're going to see Team Spirit pull out a...
I think if Spirit's going to take any game out of this series, it's going to be this one. They have them...
Well, it has to be this one.
it's going to be...
We don't get any more chances after this.
It's just a really solid draft coming out. That VP has the answers for what they... You know, what needs to happen. Like, the lockdown isn't there.
Realizes he's got to be getting charged at this point. Just throws out that fissure, keeps him on the other side. Basically a winky face getting thrown over at them.
Well, my camera is stuck in the middle lane for right now, so I'm just gonna have to quickly reconnect. I will be right back, everybody.
We'll just keep a lookout over here. Doesn't look like anything too crazy. Already no one with the taunt. I feel like taunts may be the weight of my heart, because I'm a huge fan of Roger. I was casting a bunch of his games on Team Empire, you know, back before TI, and he just spams taunts the entire time, and I think it's really funny. I don't know. I'm one of those weird people that actually plays Dota because I like to. I think it's a lot of fun. I know there's a lot of people that get really kind of stressed out about it, but Ramses, the fissure block comes in. Viper following up here. They will actually get the spin-off. Body blocks coming out as well. Oh no, Ramses trying to juke himself out here onto the tree. Bane's still standing nearby. He's got the brain sap. Will be able to go and assist ILTW in getting first blood. But yeah, I like fun stuff. Yeah, you missed a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. They're all headed off to their respective lanes now. Never mind. Lil's just gonna, you know, casually charge onto FNG, ruin his clarity. Pay him back for that winky face earlier on.
Get any salt in your lungs?
Oh, you thought you were gonna Ghost Shroud and get yourself out of this situation? Yeah, no. Nope. Mm-hmm. Also, that sticky napalm is just the worst to have to deal with. Look at all the taunts coming out here in the bot lane. No one and Lil just showing off like, hey, you don't have any taunts. We're having way more fun than you are. We do see FNG coming over here into the mid lane now. Is he just... Oh, disgusting. Viper in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, he's actually gonna go down. Solo will be able to get that kill. Yeah, we've seen some... I was like, there's no Centaur in this game. Are you in a different game? What's happening? After our technical difficulties in game number 2, I was like, did I miss something? What's happening, Forge? Just the psychological warfare coming out now from Lil as they see that FNG has made his way over to the jungle to seal their bounty rune. Say, no sweat, I'll take yours. You know, no problem. A lot of damage getting thrown out over onto Ramses early. They had the double ion shell as he chased off, just going down off of DK Phobos, but Ramsey's still doing just fine here. He's got 12 and 4 for CS bottom lane. Looks like they're trying to jump over here onto Lil. He doesn't have any mana for a charge. He's actually used the charge already, so this is a very dead Spirit Breaker most likely, unless someone can come and provide some assistance. Brain Sap comes out. FNG, Enchant Totem. Can he get Lil? He's going to be able to hit him, but that Tango is just taking them on a wild goose chase. And while all this is going on, no one's just farming away to his heart content. Oh yeah, top lane. Yeah, we see the Ion Shell. He's just running around this tower with this wave. DK Phobos going to be able to secure himself a nice kill. Do you have a charge coming out here on top though? Lil will come forward. And Ramses will try to get some body blocking in. Unfortunately, that surge is going to make DK Phobos just too quick, and they won't be able to do anything with that charge. Maybe make some space, at the very least. Shouldn't say nothing. The sticky napalm is so obnoxious. He's CSing just fine, but it's still like it's very, very triggering to have that many stacks on you, especially the turn rate in Dota. There's a spin coming out though over onto Pasha. We'll be able to go ahead, take those stacks of sticky napalm off. It's a
Like a drunk sailor.
Do you ever wonder if no one just like, well, obviously not for like a professional match because it's not allowed, but just has a script for in his pubs where he just constantly spams his taunt, like he knows the exact cooldown on it. Nightmare coming out here over onto the Lich. Fissure Block coming in as well. This could be a very dead solo. Goes ahead, he pops the Fairy Fire. There's going to be a nice kill. We'll be able to slow down. They turn around, just get a couple clicks off, but I don't think Solo wants to go too close to all this, although there's a lot of damage coming out from this little no one here. All of these wards coming out, yeah. Solo? Viver was looking mighty hungry there for a Brain Sap. FNG sitting very, very low here. We'll be able to go back. They can get this kill over onto Iceberg. Maybe no, he just needs one more tick here. It's not going to be quite enough. Lil actually will be the one to fall, and that's very frustrating. Iceberg sitting at 44 health. You've got a Earthshaker sitting at 119. Very, very close. Even with the kill too, because he did fall to DK Phobos. There's the jump forward. Bloodbreak gets placed over onto the ground. Does get a nice bash. Slime's coming out, but unfortunately not quick enough to cancel out, or rather prevent the Darkseer from using his surge. Pasha sitting very low here. There was a gank that came out mid FNG throwing out that fissure. I'm guessing, yeah, there was a spin as well, but he's still alive, still well. We'll go use the shrine with no one and be absolutely okay. Bane hanging out over here. It's waiting for this rune. We'll be able to grab it. I feel like Viver needs a taunt now, right?
Dire's top tower needs some friends. Same as you, Ty Contra.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I saw the spin was down, but he was out of mana on pretty much everything.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's so much pressure. Like, they just keep putting all this pressure onto no one. They put a little bit onto Pasha, but again, Ramsey's just getting his whatever he wants here. Yeah, TP comes out. They need something to cancel out this, yeah. Someone's gonna get a Yule's, I'm sure. Cancel that out. Eventually, you know, Batrider will have the lasso blink and all that fun stuff and just take him for a ride as he ruptures across half the map, so.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Disgusting. Yes. Very. I mean, Venomancer is disgusting as it is, but you add the Blood Rage onto him, and it's a whole other game here. Ramsey actually gonna take a little bit of a nap here. And Solo, being a bro, will be able to take it off of him. Venomancer coming back around the corner here. We'll be able to land the Gale over onto several of these heroes. He's also going to be able to get the Poison Nova off. They do lose Solo in the meanwhile. Venomancer does so much damage with that. There's a nice lasso though, and they will be able to grab the jug, it looks like here. He's going to try to fight his way off. Does get himself a kill before he's eventually taken down by Ramses.
Blood for the twins.
What's happening top? Yeah, I was about to say, Solo getting dove behind the tower. Immediately, Lil coming in will be able to get a nice bash right away. Doesn't matter though, F&G is here in the trees. They use the vacuum trying to get out. They will be able to go ahead, find Solo. Phobos sitting pretty low now. Lil trying to just buy them some time, waiting for Pasha to come up. We'll be able to go forward. Fissure Block coming out. There's going to be the kill coming out from no one with that little Plague Ward. And now F&G is stuck in the woods with a lot of fire, a lot of poison. Nothing good here. Nothing that he wants to be with. And the shrine up. Yeah, there's a shrine up over on the side. They'll be able to go ahead and heal up, go back to their lanes. He's just been able to do pretty much anything once. He had a little bit of a struggle dealing with the Darkseer in the top lane for a little bit there, just because Ion Shell, especially double Ion Shell, hurts really, really badly. Luckily, you know, Bloodseeker able to get his health back by doing those last hits. So, struggled a little bit, but now he's just been able to go ahead, get his farm that he needs, and will become a threat.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Yeah, there's a lasso with the Firefly. They'll turn back around. Ramses, he's back up. They're going to try to get this kill, but again, they don't have anything to disrupt the TP. In comes Lil. We'll go for the charge and try to speed up over here onto the Darkseer. DK Phobos running, but eventually all these stacks of Sticky Napalm will eventually slow him down. Viver standing nearby. He does have Nightmare. We'll opt to go ahead, use it on the Batrider. There's going to be a Jug running in at fast pace here, chasing around over onto Batrider. Can he get this last hit? And he's one more. Nice stun coming out though from Lil. Will be able to do a flame break, trying to buy himself some more time, but immediately following DK Phobos, there's the Ion Shell coming in, and he will get taken.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. It's meanwhile, another charge forward coming out from Lil. We'll get one nice bash. Throughout the Chain Frost, gets a couple nice bounces here. Should be able to get the kill on Viver. And Ramses makes his way bottom. They do find the Spear Breaker. And they don't have anything to cancel out TPs again. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, I'm not transmitting on Twitch, even though I'm clearly here with you all. So, apologies for that, guys. No idea what's going on. I don't understand how I can be online and not actually transmitting to Twitch.
Radiant's middle tower just keeled over. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Oh, big dunk coming in here. Pasha is in a lot of trouble. He will get taken down. Nice use of that nether ward coming out, trying to buy a little bit more time for SNG, but looks like Lil will go ahead, jump into the back line. Nice enchant totem. There will be a scythe though used over here onto this here, and now like no one trying to run himself out. This ghost shroud on Iceberg just doing so much work. Lil's still stuck in this danger zone though. He's gonna try to run himself out. I'm pretty sure that Necrophos should be able to get him with Heartstopper plus some right clicks and the Death Pulse, and that's an ultra kill going on to Necrophos.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
It looks like I think we're back up and running. I'm not sure what's happening. I think someone kicked me off stream by streaming to the wrong channel. Yeah, I think someone accidentally went live on green when they were supposed to be going live on something else. So that could be it. Let's see. Yeah, they are doing some pincering movement over here on the top lane. The Fissure will come out, and looks like we're going to see a charge as well. Spin coming out from my LTW. They're going to back themselves away from this tower, though. I don't think they want to commit on this.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright guys, I am going to restart stream over on Twitch. Apologies for this kind of shoddy camera work. I have to alt-tab out to fix all of these settings. Although I do notice down here, Pasha in a little bit of trouble. The Nightmare comes out. They're waiting for everyone else to come down. Maybe letting Iceberg get this kill. Yeah, that's going to be the case. Alright, like I said, apologies right now. I'm trying to just put the camera on auto mode so I can get the stream back up and running since I got kicked off by a different caster, I think.
Cover camera, but I can at least talk about what's going on while Moxie deals with these problems. No one is going to be able to get that top lane tower, getting a little bit of space for him. But, I mean, Team Spirit is just not letting up. They're forcing the objectives very hard, pressuring into all of these towers, pushing 2 lanes at once right now, actually, with the Earthshaker backing up ILTW in the bottom. The Blade Fury not quite online yet for Jug, but closing in on that, probably get that around 17-18 minutes. And Necro is getting charged right now. There's the Rupture coming out. Flaming Lasso. The Fade Script does actually come out onto Pasha, though. So we're going to see a big play here. We got that backing wall coming out, but no Echo Slam just right now. There's no mana, actually. The Poison Up is going to come out on top of all of this. Jug's going to try and TP out, but there's actually going to be the bash coming out from the Spear Breaker. He's got the ultimate off. He's trying to get the charge onto Biver, but he can't get the vision just yet. DK Phobos is going to be going.
Alright, looks like we're back up, hopefully live in about 5 minutes. There's a nice Nightmare being thrown out over onto Lil. They're still on the hunt, though. They want to get this Biver if they're going to be able to. We'll be able to throw out the Blood Right, maybe slow him down a little bit. Oh, but that Surge coming out from DK Phobos will give him that boost that he needs. And he's going to be alright, actually. It's a big fight.
Yeah, they got the kill on the Jug, which was the big one. He went for the TP out, but Spearbreaker able to cancel that with the ultimate. Very nicely played by Lil to hold that one until after that TP came out.
Looks like they're still wanting to move back in here. They know that Pasha's standing nearby.
There's an Invis on the Necro, so he's trying to get a kill with his supports, but everybody's backing off for now. Meanwhile, Ramses, he's closing in on that Radiance. 2,700 gold for him. Gonna get the Relic online. Once he gets Relic, it's gonna be a pretty short step to get the Radiance online. Once he has that, life actually gets kind of difficult for Team Spirit. Jug's gone for this kind of late game farming oriented build. He's looking for a little bit of cheap wombo combo with the vacuum on top of the Echo Slam. He's gonna throw the Omni Slash in, get that cleave. Normally you'd see something like the Magnus helping him out with that, but of course they have the Necrophos on this draft, so has to build his own cleave.
Yeah, Ramsey's still sitting top of the net worth, 7.5k, 6.7 though over on the Jug. He's not too far behind, and 6.5 over here on the Necro. So the Necrophos play is, you know, it's working out. It hasn't been super duper effective, I feel. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's 5-0 and 4. Sorry guys, I'm thrown off by all the production stuff. I missed a couple team fights during all that. I was trying to run camera and do fixed stream at the same time. Excuses, I know. I mean, top lane, there is a little Venomancer who's been Nightmare. They were looking for that fissure. Unfortunately, not going to be able to throw it out just in time. Did see a charge. It does get canceled, though, over here with a Lil.
Man, no one actually did such a nice maneuver, though. He uses the wards to break Nightmare so he can get the Force Staff off and get away. I was a little confused how they broke the Nightmare on Pasha in the last fight, and I'm going to assume that that's what happened in that fight as well. Because, I mean, Pasha was pretty much dead to rights, and then they were able to interrupt the Fiend script somehow, so actually Nightmare wasn't doing it.
Chain Frost gets thrown out here with Solo, hoping he gets a couple nice bashes. Will only land once, though, over onto ILTW.
Blink Dagger almost online for FNG. He's about to, that Wombo combo is going to be online probably by 20 minutes, I want to say. Jug gets his Battle Fury around then, and by then we should have the Blink Dagger online for Earthshaker.
Nightmare coming out over here onto Batrider. Pasha's in a little bit of trouble. Fiend script coming out, but immediately Viper realizing I really shouldn't be here anymore. There are just so many heroes in this jungle. They actually use the smoke to try to get a little bit more speed coming out here. And Lil jumping forward. Rupture coming out again over here onto the Darkseer. They're just going to drag him back. There's no way he gets out of this. Beautiful wall combo go. In the meanwhile, there's the dunk coming out from FNG, showing out that he does have that Blink Dagger. Lil trying to buy himself some time, tries to go for the ultimate, does manage to get it off and get the kill over onto the Earthshaker, and now it's looking really, really bad right now for this Necrophos. He's trying to just put off a little bit more damage onto Pasha, but it's not going to matter. Look how fast Ramses is right now. It's actually not going to go chasing behind the tower here. He'll make the responsible decision. However, as Spirit Breaker does, Lil goes right behind, tries to get a little bit more pressure being put on him, and does have a TP, will be able to get himself out.
Yeah, Viper unfortunately running up instead of down there. And, I mean, that fight of Necrophos versus Bloodseeker was so close. If it wasn't for that Blood Rite silence, Ramses actually dies there, because all Iceberg needed was one Death Pulse, and that was a dead Ramses. So, very, very well played by Virtus Pro there, taking a really nice team fight, forcing the Echo Slam out to no real avail, and delaying that Blink Dagger at least until just now when he does pick it up.
It's a little bit longer now. Ramses is going to have his Radiance. It's going to be a lot of damage that they're going to have to deal with, especially this Necrophos, you know? Feel like you're pretty safe when you have that Ghost Shroud up, but you're still going to get burned down by that Radiance the entire time. Yeah. They're going to try... They don't... Oh, they get the Nightmare off over onto Solo. There's going to be a charge coming out as well. Ghost Shroud coming out. Trying to get this angle. Need maybe... Oh, while all that's going on, ILTW actually takes down Ramses. Still watching Solo getting chased around down here, but there's a big fight happening over into mid. There's going to be a beautiful vacuum wall combo coming out here from DK Phobos. We'll be able to get some damage here. Pasha in a little bit of trouble trying to get himself out from this fissure. We'll have to go ahead, pop the Firefly. He turns himself back around. We'll be able to throw out a Flame Bake, buying a little bit more time here. It looks like Lil's in a little bit of trouble here. There's going to be the spin coming out from the... Oh man, we lose Pasha over on the back end with the Iceberg. Necrophos getting himself the kill, and FNG will be able to go and clean up over onto Lil. And that's going to turn easily into a push here.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Solo had to run to mid just kind of brought Iceberg and FNG, or sorry, not FNG, Viper with him. So Iceberg very carefully holding on to that Reaper Scythe means that when Batrider's trying to get away, they have the ward vision. He just immediately ulties, and very nicely played.
Oh, the dunk coming forward with a Fiend's Grip over here onto Ramses. This is looking really scary. They'll actually be able to take not only Solo, but Ramses out of this fight. They managed to get a tier 2 top. There's no TP, though, up and running over on no one. He just gets it now and completes his pipe.
This might be a tier 3. This probably won't be Barracks, but this will probably be tier 3.
Charge coming out, though, immediately from Lil. We'll cancel it out. Oh, this is very bad. No one can afford to get taken down here. We'll get ahead, use his ultimate, pop the pipe at the same time. So that'll force him back a little bit, but yeah, in comes the Spirit Breaker, who's looking for that opening. I think let's go over onto Viper. Actually, we'll choose to go over onto Iceberg. Charges forward, just trying to disrupt this fight as much as possible. Now here comes the Chain Frost. They're all grouped together. They get a nice kill over onto Viper. And now Iceberg trying to run out. There's a nice surge, trying to slow him down. Pasha, he's looking for that opening. Does have the Blink Dagger. Could go forward. Will be able to land just some more of this wonderful sticky napalm over onto the Necrophos here. But there's the immediate turnaround. There's that Ghost Shroud that just drives everybody nuts. Pasha overextending, and he's going to get taken down. Viper actually buying back into the game now.
Killing spree.
And ILTW gets a kill on Lil.
Double damage Omni Slash. I mean, the Omni Slash doesn't benefit from the double damage itself, but if your attack speed is fast enough, you can get little procs off in between, and with a double damage on top of that, they're probably going to look in to push this now. 3 heroes dead, Lasso's down, Poison Nova's down. It's really just 2 4s online, but with Healing Ward up for Jug, it's probably going to be a Barracks down.
It's going to be. They just... I mean, did you see how fast no one went down there before, like...
It was such a nice initiation.
So incredibly careful.
It was such a nice initiation from Lil as well, like ulting onto the Necrophos and then charging through the rest of the team. That surge from DK Phobos, though, just allows Iceberg to get away, get the Ghost Shroud, get the Magic Wand off, and just... There's so many Magic Wand charges when you're getting chased down by a Batrider that... The Necro Cheese.
Yeah, all the sticky napalm. Yeah, yep. I was waiting for you to say it. I knew you were gonna say it. Hate when you say it.
It's what
but
it is. It's what it is. It's a Necro Cheese. He pops Ghost Shroud, he pops Wand, he's full health, full mana. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Moxie.
No, I agree with you. It's definitely ridiculous. I just hate when you call it.
Well, I can't call it cheese. We already have one of those.
Say Necro Cheese Strat, maybe? I don't know. Add an extra qualifier to that word. Alright, Radiant's up and running now over on Ramses. He's got his eyes on that BKB for his next item. Should be able to run down pretty much anyone in these next fights here. Just burn them slowly to death.
I mean, it's the big problem for VP versus Team Spirit right now is Team Spirit has all of the sustain, and VP has none of it. The best they have is like Spirit Breaker, Urn, and Wands. Whereas if you look at Team Spirit, they've got Healing Ward, they've got Ghost Shroud, they've got a mech online on Darkseer. The sustain just isn't there for VP, which is why they're getting run down in these fights.
A little bit of slush pushing going on here in the top lane. Iceberg and DK Phobos taking advantage of the fact that no one is going to defend this. And meanwhile, no one, he's very much on the split push train. Does have a TP this time around. But just continues to push up the lanes here. Sitting at 10k net worth in the top 3 currently.
No,
And
looks
tier
like they're
2
gonna go
also
for
getting just plunked away.
They're gonna go for a trade here, but this is definitely Team Spirit's favor. They can easily TP back 1 or 2 people and take this tower faster than no one can. But it actually looks like they maybe want to siege on a high ground. I think they should take Roche before they do this. ILTW has himself a Mantis tile, I guess, which is nice, but I don't know. I really feel like they should take Roche before they try and push high ground again. They could do it last time because of the amount of pickups they got outside of base, but going high ground against Vetamancer and Batrider is just very scary.
They're giving them time to set up, though. That's the other thing you need to be careful with here. But I definitely agree. You know, Roche should be the next objective. If you're gonna go high ground, what is it? Oh man, we see a lasso coming out immediately over here. Looks like FNG just on the wrong side. Gets a dunk off though into a wall vacuum combo. We'll be able to get a nice chain frost. Lots of bounces coming around here. Ramses is stuck in the corner. He's trying to just fight his way out, but he can't, unfortunately. And now no one, he's sitting so low. They actually don't get the kill onto him, but that's the opening that they needed. They don't have an Earthshaker, but you know what? They'll take it.
I mean, it was just a really, really nice fissure block from FNG. Completely cut off Ramses, and Ramses was probably saying to his Batrider,
did you see Lil? Lil was winding up for the ultimate, and Viber just says, take a nap. Take a nap. We don't want your shenanigans here. There's a charge forward though. Again, we'll run through about 3 different heroes. Force Staff's coming out, buying them a little bit more time. Now we see the Mantis Dog is popped over here. Beautiful wall vacuum combo though. That just does so much damage. He'll be able to take 2 of these heroes out. They'll be able to maybe knock Viber. No, it's not a stun. He'll be able to TP himself out during all of that. But did you see all of that damage coming out here?
I saw it, Moxie. I absolutely watched
the Blood Right, the Radiance, wall vacuum combo.
Yeah, a lot of heroes melting very quickly, but I mean, they forced a buyback out of Ramses. His BKB is going to be very delayed now, and it looked like there was a bit of miscommunication from VP on that last one, because Ramses was like facing towards his high ground, waiting for somebody to force staff him, and then Batrider's like, "It's okay, bro, I got this," and he blink forward, lassos the Earthshaker, but Ramses is still stuck on the high ground, so he can't get anything done. Bit of miscommunication coming out from
Well, FNG getting that dunk off like right before he goes down was actually huge for the side of Spirit here. But Siege is on here for the middle tower. Do have heroes in position. They don't have Echo Slam. They do have Fiend's Grip. And they put a little Nightmare on one of these illusions. Reaper Scythe up as well. I think they're just going to be content to let these wards do the damage. They've got vision from them as well, so it looks like we have a smoke coming out. They'll try to make a rotation. I guess they're going to be looking to go just straight up to the top lane and push.
Lil's in trouble though. He's going to TP out. Oh, but gets cancelled.
He's got charge.
He's got Echo Slam. He's fine.
Here goes Lil. Bye, Lil. Cancels out the charge though. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
he's gonna buy his team time. This is space created right now, Forge. Look at him. They've got their eyes over here onto the space cow. And while this is all going down, we do see the TP coming out here from the Bane. He's immediately gonna get jumped on. Biver not gonna be able to do anything in this fight. He's gonna try to get the denial off onto himself, but it doesn't matter. Pasha's got the right click here. We'll be able to take him down with all that fire as well. Nightmare, lol, he says. And again, all these different wards coming up. They spend a lot of time chasing Lil in the bot lane. And no one's just more than happy to take this. FNG, he's got Echo. He's looking for this opening. They're staying so far out. They're going to be able to go ahead, pop the pipe as well. One more hit onto the tower. Looks like they're trying to get the deny. Iceberg will get the deny off over here onto top tower. That opens up shrines, though. That was a lot of space that Lil just created. And he's still creating space over here. Look at him.
I mean, he is the space cow, Moxie. Nothing?
I mean...
Not even going to dignify that with a response, eh?
Yeah. Sorry, Forge.
Fair play.
I mean, I make terrible jokes too, so I can't talk. But.
We are going to see a Diffusal Blade come out actually from no one. Not the most common Venomancer pick, but I actually like it here. It's good to purge off the Surge as well as the Ion Shell on anybody that DK Phobos tries to save. And, I mean, it's still good damage for a Venomancer. He benefits from the agility. He doesn't mind the mana. So, I like this adjustment from him. Instead of just the usual Hurricane Pike into Maelstrom kind of build-up that we usually see from Venomancers.
Like I know and just enjoying his time up here, throwing out a little taunt. Just like, yeah, this is good stuff, fun stuff. They do realize that DK Phobos is sitting nearby, though, and they do have Lasso. There's a lot of other people over here, so Pasha needing to be very careful. Oh, did you see that? Just that split-second blink away from Biver. And they say, oh, wow, there's a lot more people up here than we realized. We should probably just leave. Although we do see the charge coming out from Spirit Breaker here. Ramsey's also making his way over, but I think, yeah,
no,
they cancel out the charge.
That was a vision charge. That was a vision charge. He just wanted to get it. Know where Biver is for as long as possible, because Biver's got a gem, and with this gem the vision advantage is definitely going to go Team Spirit's way, and it's going to be really, really tough to keep vision online. And they've got enough mobility that they can check those high ground spots as well, so it's not like they can just only ward cliffs and get away with it. BKB is completed for Ramses though. this is it. This is the big one. If they win this next fight off the back of this BKB from Ramses, I mean, VP is definitely still in it.
It's happening over here in mid. They actually go ahead. They grab FNG yet again using this lasso. He has been such a prime target. Nice stun coming out though. The Fissure actually going to slow down low. Won't be able to complete the charge. Everything is going on top lane. Oh, they're going to be able to take down Solo and the top lane using the Reaper Scythe. The Scythe's going to be on cooldown.
He juked around them for so long too. Like that was such clowny shenanigans coming out from Lil, from Solo, but he doesn't end up falling. Nice vacuum from Darkseer, clears out just a giant swath of trees that Solo was running around in.
Lincolns gets popped over here on the Roche monster. They're going to try to get this Aegis and go high ground. I mean, they used FNG as bait last time. It worked out pretty well for them. Batrider is standing nearby here. Does have Firefly. It's going to be down. He might try to go for an Aegis snatch here. Pasha waiting patiently.
He's got the open slot.
He's got to go in now. Throws in. Oh, does he grab it? He snatches the Aegis. Pasha, Batrider, runs out there and says, thanks for the free immortality.
That was really, really well done. The Firefly gives him the vision so he can see exactly when it's going to come out. And a nice flame break into Aegis snatch. Juggernaut, thinking he's very safe and secure. He doesn't spin. A lot of jugs will spin before that happens so that they don't get any of those interruptions. But
yeah,
really nicely played from from Pasha there to snatch that.
Lil still making space, having FNG just follow him around. FNG actually using Echo Slam on him during all of that. So that's another cooldown. That's like 108 seconds still. They've got the Aegis up and running over onto Pasha. They're going to be looking for making some plays. Yeah, Pasha just doesn't even care. Runs immediately over onto Iceberg. The Rupture just bleeding all over this map. There's a follow-up here from Solo. Going to try to buy him a little time. There's the nice Chain Frost coming up. There's a beautiful wall vacuum combo, though, coming in. FNG, he doesn't have the dunk. He's not going to be able to do anything here. There's a lot of hits coming out from the Jug, but it looks like they'll be able to chase down DK Phobos. Do they get the denial off? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it looks like ILTW. He's in a very bad position right now. We'll go ahead, try to spin himself back. Try to get out here. DK Phobos gonna have to go ahead, use the Surge on himself, but the Diffusal comes out from the Venomancer like we're talking about. It's gonna be able to take him down. And now ICW, oh, they do get the kill, but Ramses will fall as well. Now FNG, he's stuck over here onto the side. Is he on the cliff here too? No, but he will get bashed out by Lil. Lots of damage, and they should be able to take down Earthshaker. And now no one finds Biver. That Diffusal again slowing him down. Click by click, should be able to get this kill. In fact, Lil will secure it. Banana.
Yeah, I mean, really, really good fight. The best part about that fight for VP was that no one got to show up right at the end and then dump all of his damage after Vac, Wall, Echo Slam, all those spells had already come out. So he was just completely untouched in that fight until it was just the Juggernaut left, basically. That was when the things started to kind of...
Well, they used the Echo Slam on the bot lane against Lil. Yeah. There was no Echo Slam during all of that. That would have been like the most opportune time for Earthshaker to run in with it, and it was on cooldown. Also, we've already used so many charges on this Diffusal Blade. This, definitely a smart pick coming out from no one here.
I mean, he's just been chasing people down without a second thought, and that's why I like this pickup, because the kite ability is insane already on a Venomancer. Then you add Diffusal Slow and the fact that you can purge off Surge. That's the big reason that I think he picked it up, because if somebody gets hasted by Darkseer, you can immediately say no. As long as you're still in cast range, you're fine.
This has been kind of a weird game, too. If we go ahead and look at the net worth graph, we're seeing definitely a heavy favor over to the side of Team Spirit at around 28 minutes or so. They're sitting at about 6,000K net worth, but now already it's bounced back up to being almost completely even with VP. And this is something that's been weird for me, is the fact that, VP are usually very, very good at doing their farming, making sure that they're getting what they need. But if we flip over to the experience earned, you see VP, again, doing what they do best, making sure that they get their levels that they need. They're making sure that, they're paying attention to what items are needed as well. And they're coming back that way.
The thing is
did the BKB get popped during? Yeah, it did get popped during all that. Ramses did.
Yeah, that's why he was able to survive that Wombo combo. He was BKB'd before that happened. But, I mean, the big thing is that I've noticed that Spirit spends a lot of time grouping up as, like, 3 or 4. and trying to find these really aggressive maneuvers, and VP recognizing that, even though they don't always know where heroes are splitting off. And Team Spirit, you know, their lineup other than Bane and Necro is very focused around, you know, team fighting, 5v5. So so what does VP do? They say, we're going to make you split up, we're going to push other lanes, get our experience advantage. And so even though net worth has been in favor of Team Spirit for the longest time, these levels are really starting to hurt for them. You're getting talents earlier on supports, you're getting, you know, ultimates higher leveled on your cores, and it's starting to pay off for VP.
Looks like right now Venomancer sitting at level 23. We've got level 22 on the Bloodseeker. And the highest over on the side of Team Spirit right now is the Jug at 21. The rest of them are, again, like you're saying, you know, they're falling a bit behind, and it's definitely showing here. More movement going top. Solo looking to push out this wave a little bit. We'll get joined by the Bloodseeker and, of course, Lil.
He's going to get the...
They spot Pasha, though. Pasha, he wants that courier. He does grab it, in fact. No items, luckily, for the side of Team Spirit. But did they use Dunk again on just him?
They did. So that's on cooldown.
They're not going to have that. This is an opportune time right now for VP if they want to take advantage of this.
I'm really curious what no one's going to go for at level 25. There's been a bit of discrepancy lately. A lot of Venomancers say that the Plague Ward and damage is much better, but...
Solo! He breaks the smoke. That's a very dead Lich.
It's really, really unfortunate for him. Blink Dagger now on the Juggernaut just to help get in with the initiations. They're going for a very aggressive, like, wombo combo draft. The Echo Slam into the vacuum with the wall and the Omni Slash Battle Fury. It's a very team fighty build coming up from this Juggernaut. Usually you see the Manta, the Diffusal. He does have the Manta for the silences. But I don't know, other than his ultimate, he's not really dishing a ridiculous amount of damage.
Man, we're transitioning here on no one. Like, no one, you know, you figure Venomancer is gonna go for, like, you know, a Veil build sort of thing, and he actually hasn't opted for that. He went for the Diffusal. He's going for the Maelstrom next, and this is something that I've seen in a couple of my games. I really hate it. Like, I hate Venomancer just period, but oh, there's a nice just dodge out of the way. Doesn't want FNG to come and find him here. Just taunts the banana. Says, yeah, you're not gonna give it. He's got a TP. He could opt to try to go. Yeah, FNG. He's not willing to give up. He finds some. I'm not sure if FNG can do this by himself.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they use the ultimate. He's got a TP out. They might actually still get this kill.
It's entirely possible.
FNG, he pops up Fairy Fire. He's trying so hard. Look at him just chunking down. They do get, he keeps buying Fairy Fires, Forge. I'm not even kidding you right now. He's trying. No one actually does get taken down in the trees during all of this, but we have a BKB coming out here on Pasha. He's found his prey. He's found a Jug. He's just hemorrhaging all over this forest. Tries to Manta. He's still going to get taken down.
So they trade no one for Jug. Not the best trade in the world.
Yeah, they turned back around. I'm not sure what Iceberg thinks he's doing here. They've got the Radiance up and running. We'll go around, chase him. DK Phobos coming forward, though. Gets a nice vacuum. There's going to be a nice Ice Blast thrown out, but it's not going to connect over on too much here. Iceberg is just dead. Wall comes out. Side comes out as well, but doesn't matter. Oh, the dunk coming out from FNG, though. He's found his target. He'll be able to take out Ramses. There's this charge coming out from Spirit Breaker. Pasha trying to slow everyone down here using Sticky Napalm to the best of his ability. He's got a Force Staff as well. They've got the Lotus Orb up and running over onto FNG. The Atos comes out, though. We'll go ahead, hold down FNG, but they still get that kill over onto Solo. These creeps are actually going to deny FNG if they're not careful, and no, they're not going to help him out. DK Phobos now, he's trying to get himself away. He's got Surge. He puts Ion Shell up, just trying to put some more damage. And again, Pasha trying to slow him down here. Got 8 stacks of that Sticky on him. There's the Surge coming out, 9 stacks. He goes ahead, he purges them off, uses those Guardian Grease. Pasha tries to body block him. They're still charging after him, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to get this kill. Lil doesn't care. Lil's trying so hard here. We'll hope for a couple bashes. The Surge
They're
comes
losing
out
their
anyways.
base.
And their base is going down while all this is happening. Oh my gosh.
DK Phobos just too tanky. They wasted so much time. They end up losing their range racks, which does mean the whole lane is now going to be super creeps pushing into them. Getting a little bit greedy on the side of BP. Slight bit of tunnel vision there. Was a very good team fight for them, though. They are able to get the Juggernaut picked off very quickly. A lot of damage coming out onto him. Necrophos as well. Accidentally, I think, turned off his Radiance because it's not active at the moment. He does turn it back on now. And maybe costing him that Ramses kill. Ramses does eventually go down, of course, but I don't know. I still think it's worth it for VP, those trades. I heard a BKB. Where did the BKB get popped? Oh, Ramses. Ramses accidentally popped his BKB. That's big.
Oh, no.
That's an 8-second BKB down.
I don't think anyone saw, though.
No, nobody saw, but, I mean, it's still an 8-second BKB down.
There's still the threat, at least. Could be worse. Could be worse. He could have popped it in front of everyone, and they know, okay, now we can push. There's no Ramses BKB.
It's true.
But yeah, 8-second BKB. Definitely don't want to accidentally push. The only thing that's worse is triggering your 9-second BKB.
Yeah, speaking of BKBs, Spiritbreaker and Venomancer both have them online, down to 9 seconds apiece. Juggernaut also has one queued up, so he's going to opt for some even more magic immunity. Because Spin just isn't cutting it with this no one Venomancer doing what he's doing. The Spin is not going to cut it in these fights.
He actually has so much money on this Venomancer. Oh, Lil needs to be a little careful. Yeah, there's going to be immediately the Fissure followed up with the Enchant Totem. Dunk comes out. Piper puts him in for a little rest, waiting for Iceberg to show up, and that's an easy kill for Necro.
I'm really glad for FNG that kill finally worked out, because there's been the last couple of Echo Slams on solo people. They've still managed to get away, so good for him that he gets those kills secured.
I mean, same thing happened with No One when he used his ultimate. He almost killed FNG in the well. Luckily, there are fairy fires that he could just keep popping. It got really close.
That's pretty funny to me that he had to keep popping those.
It's smart. It's so smart.
I'm going to have to do that next time I get Banana Dancered.
There you go. Just keep a couple in your backpack, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to go for this Roche. Pasha jumps in. He's looking for that opening. He BKBs, though. Tries to force him out. Will be able to throw a little bit of harass over. The buyback coming out from Spirit Breaker. Pasha trying to go for his cheeky plays and snatching again. They do spot FNG over here onto the side. The Silence comes out. The Aegis comes out as well. And they'll be able to run forward. Just do a casual bash as they go through. Ramses pops the BKB. Gets the kill over onto FNG. The Fiend Script coming out, though, over here onto Lil. They need to go and grab Ivor here. They do have the Shrine. Oh, look at that vacuum coming out. But DK Phobos, he's in trouble here. Does get the wall off. Tries to move himself away. But unfortunately, he's just going to pop. And now Bane. Bane actually going to be able to TP himself out here. Iceberg has retreated behind his tower. And it looks like ILTW gonna go get himself a regen rune, but I don't think he's going back to that Roche pit anytime soon.
No, it's VPs now. They get that Roche. Probably put it on Ramses. Maybe they give Cheese to Spear Breaker because he bought back.
Cheese goes on to where'd it go? Hold on.
Ramses has it.
Ramses has it. I said it looked like it was on No One at first.
I think he grabbed it by accident. They wanted to put the Aegis on him and give Ramses the cheese, but he accidentally picks up the cheese, so they take a second and swap around.
We do have a courier coming out now for No One. He's got his Maelstrom completed, and he's going to up his Diffusal Blade.
I mean, he's been burning through these charges. I can't really blame him.
They're working out for him really, really well. This is something I hadn't considered. Oh, no, Iceberg.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Reaper Sight's an illusion.
Oh, that's really big.
That's
a 100-second cooldown,
feels
too.
Bad, man.
That's 100 seconds. This is their opportunity to push forward.
This is definitely their time. Well, they got an Aegis on top of that. They've got the Scythe on cooldown. There's no reason not to go for this right now.
Oh, that was so unfortunate, and there's no way he knows the difference too, but just because that was a full health illusion. He blinks forward, chucks out the death pulse, and then he probably realizes, oh no, but it's too late.
Oh, I'm sure his teammates are actually no, I feel like when you're in competitive Dota, like you make a mistake like that, I feel like it makes it worse if you start yelling at your teammate like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that.
It depends on the teams.
I feel like it's good to be like really just chill and say like, it's alright, focus. We gotta defend the racks. They've got the Aegis over on No One.
It really depends on the team.
I'm not a professional.
Some of them are, very, critical of each other. A lot of the Chinese teams, I know Chuan was really infamous for that, for like, flaming his teammates during games. But some of the CIS teams maybe a bit more supportive. I know for like Mouse Sports is very, very, oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll get him next time. But it really just depends on the dynamic in the team.
Mouse seems like they're such a chill, like, nice group. I could be totally wrong here, but I think I've seen... Well, I think it was it the Booth guy from TI7 Ask Me Anything thread? He said, like, Mouse is one of the nicest,
oh, yeah. And,
nicest teams to work with.
And, I mean, like, you just look at their run back when they were at FNM at Boston and just how...
Oh, they land the Gale over onto ILTW. They need to be careful. They're going to be going high ground, and they throw out the Atos. Will be able to break it over on ILTW, and they're going to back off into the base. I don't know. I feel like maybe that could have been a good fight for the side of Spirit, considering that Lil's not there. We're seeing the charge come in now, obviously, but...
I mean, the big thing that's a big win for Team Spirit is the fact that they've got Reapers online now. They've stalled enough that Reapers is ready to go. But it's actually a Manta style on no one now.
Oh, that's so smart. Using the illusion to take off the Nightmare. No one really up front here. We'll get force-staffed in. Oh, but the Bat Rider, he comes forward. He's going to be able to go ahead, grab the Necrophos. He is a non-issue now. Doesn't have the buyback. This is looking really good right now for the side of VP.
Man, Blood Rage plus Rupture plus Bat Rider is just melting these heroes.
Fiendscript comes out again over onto Venomancer, but it doesn't matter. Again, he's got the Aegis. He doesn't seem too concerned. Like, that's a spell now that they don't have to worry about. They're not using it over on Ramsey. Spin comes out over onto No, and the Atos comes out, though, over onto DK Phobos, so he can't jump in there with that beautiful vacuum that he's been doing. And look at the Blood Rage on... Oh, man.
And they're trying to just heal him up and have him slow siege, and in a way it's kind of working.
Fissure comes out. They're going to be able to land it over onto No One. Aegis will get popped. Yet another Atos throw over onto Fiverr here, and they find the opening. They grab Fiverr. The BKB comes out. Look at the Space Cow just running in, separating this team fight, making things possible. Lil just making all the space today. Turns back around. They're able to get that Rax. They even it up, and they've got their eyes over here on top. So Aegis is popped over here. They're going to have the BKB up and running on Veno in just
Smoke
a few
from
seconds.
FNG.
They've got Pipe as well. They'll pop the Lincolns, and this Glimmer Cape gonna buy No One a little bit more time. Will be able to get his ultimate off. Only gets off, though, over onto the Jug. There's the cheese getting eaten up. Big dunk coming in with the wall vacuum combo. They throw out the Chain Frost on top of that. Will be forced to buy back over here onto the Jug. DK Phobos in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna get taken down by Lil, and on the back end, looks like we're also going to be losing FNG. There's the spin coming out from Jug. He's trying to find anything. Pasha trying to get himself over the side here. There's gonna be the charge. Just doesn't matter. He's gonna get stuck up over here. The bash is coming out from Spirit Breaker. Gem over onto the ground. Lil is gonna have to run himself out. Ramsey's realizing, okay, that's enough for now. I'm just gonna peace out. Solo TPs himself out as well. Can he get burnt down? Now he's gonna be able to get out. Now there goes the Space Gun. Look how fast he is.
Oh my god,
runs
that charge
right back
speed.
down.
That
It's
charge
ridiculous.
He runs at like 800 movement speed when he's doing that. Like, it's actually insane. And if he's invis, it's probably closer to 900.
How many buybacks was that? Let's look at buyback status. We've got
Just the one.
Buyback on Jug, buyback on DK Phobos as well.
Oh, he did buy.
Yeah, he did buy back during that. The rest of the team, they don't have it, but it's not because they used it. It's because they just don't have that gold right now.
Ooh, and there's a butterfly online for Ramses now, so he's going to be very, very tanky, tough to deal with. And this Blood Right cooldown is actually really disgustingly good. It's a lot of damage. 315 pure damage. Doesn't pierce spell immunity, but that's pure damage that adds up very quickly on a 5-second cooldown. So, and of course the silence for Biver is very big as well. Might force the No One buyback here.
They don't have FNG right now, so that's definitely working for the side of VP, although they do have Bat Rider down. He's going to be up in about 10 seconds now.
They're gonna have
30-something seconds for Venomancer. They're just going to try to take a tower. It's a little bit scary.
They're going to have to buy back on No One.
Lil's not even here.
Smoke up
Lil's
from the
just
supports.
Waiting for the moment to come charging in. He's coming in fast now, like a homing rock. They'll be able to go ahead, pop that. Manta comes out, though, from LTW. There's the run-in from... Oh, they use the Fiend Script over here onto Lil, but that's one less person that they have to go and lock down. The ultimate coming out, though, from the Jug, though. We'll be able to go ahead, grab Necro. Yes, again, taking so much damage. Look at this Chain Frost. That could be some really nice bounces. They will go ahead, split themselves apart, though. They lose Pasha in the process now. Another just hold in place. No one's back alive. They're going to be able to defend this. There's still a gem over here. The grab that dunk comes out from FNG. Beautiful timing. BKB comes out from No One as well. Going to try to get that ultimate off. Does land it over on a couple of these heroes. Buyback coming out now as well from Pasha. They want to just end this, it looks like. They're looking for it. They're pushing themselves out.
If they get vision of ILTW, they're just going to send the Spirit Breaker homing missile.
I mean, it's close, but yeah, he's going to be able to get out.
Unless he runs up. If he runs up into this observer ward, he might actually die.
Oh, no. ILTW.
Oh, they see him.
They see him. Oh, it pops, though. The Lincolns.
Lincoln's pops.
All right, so we had more buybacks. We had Pasha buyback during that. And it looks like we also had... Nope, just Pasha,
just Pasha
buyback. Okay. Sometimes with all the excitement, you don't hear all those buyback noises, so I wanted to double check.
No, that's completely reasonable, but I mean, VP, they're going to take this opportunity. They know Juggernaut has no buyback. They know that Darkseer has no buyback, and I mean, they don't know about the Necrophos, but they assume he probably has it. The Necrophos isn't really been that scary in these last couple of fights.
See, Lil, he was ready and raring to go over there.
He's got a Moon Shard. Lil has a Moon Shard, Moxie.
We'll start to get concerned when Solo also has a Moon Shard, I think. But Ramses is already here in the base. He's got double damage. He's doing so much damage. Lincoln's comes out. They get the jump over onto DK Phobos. We'll be able to cancel out. The BKB comes out over from Pasha, though. They will be able to use the Atos, hold him into place. They'll be able to get the kill over onto Iceberg. And now Jug trying to get as much damage here with the ultimate. They try to go ahead. Delta hug, so to speak. Phobos coming forward, though. He sees his opening, gets the wall back and combo off. BKB gets popped here over onto Ramses. Just looking for a target here. Is just chasing around. There's going to be immediately followed up. Lil charging through. Are they get the kill over onto Ramses? Now Lil ducking himself around in these trees. They've got the sentry ward. They will be able to see him. It's gonna be a dead space cow, and while all this is going down, they grab Solo. And Pasha is gonna sadly walk away. While all this is happening, though, we do have a lot of creeps in the Dire base.
Pasha's gem end up going over to Biver, so those invises not being quite as effective as they were previously. But I mean, they forced a Necro buyback, so I mean, they're doing okay. They're slowly but surely chipping away at this economy. The fact that they have to keep buying back means that they're not getting any item progression, which is a very scary thing when you're trying to go late game against, you know, this terrifying, you know, Venomancer and Bloodseeker and this homing missile that is Lil.
I mean, this is the final, so Team Spirit's gonna fight with every fiber of their being because they do not want to get sent home yet. They want a chance to go off to Hamburg and be a part of this major.
VP, though, giving them a run for their money.
I mean, I expect nothing less for a final here. Solo does have Chain Frost up and running. We'll be able to use that as a deterrent. And FNG making his way here into the base. He goes, pops that Lotus Orb just in case. Realizes there's no detection, should be alright. Trying to find this opening now. They know that Bloodseeker is going to be up in about 4 seconds, so I don't know if they even want to try to do this.
I think they just wait for Roche. It's the much safer play, and when none of your cores have buybacks, you feel much more comfortable throwing an Aegis on somebody like the Necrophos. Even Juggernaut might not be a terrible candidate.
Oh, look at this. They try to bait out the play. They put the Glimmer Cape over here on Ramses. Will they take the bite again?
No, I don't think they will.
No, it's being too inactive, I think. But we did see it happen before with the, oh, they do spot over here. The dunk comes out over onto the side of Pasha. Can they get him out in time? This could be a nice Glimmer Cape. There's the BKB being used over by Iceberg. They've got their eyes on the prize. The Rupture comes out, though. They do go ahead. They throw out that Lotus Orb. We'll be able to buy him some time. We'll be able to get him out. And now Venomancer, no one's looking. He's trying to find just where FNG has run off to. And unfortunately won't be able to get there quite fast enough.
Man, this Maelstrom from no one. Just so much damage bouncing around. He does opt to go for the Plague Ward HP and damage, so those things are actually really tanky now and do a fair chunk of damage. So if he's able to set up a wall, it's going to be really difficult for Team Spirit to clear those out.
Got a double damage rune again over here on Jug. They go ahead, they use a smoke. They want to try to get a pick off using this since he's pumping out mass amounts. Rush is back up. Oh, no one. They actually go ahead. They throw out the Fissure. FNG gonna go ahead, pop the BKBs in mass. They turn back around. They've got their eyes over here on Jug. Jug trying to buy himself some more time. He's actually gonna go down. Chain Frost bouncing around here. The Speed Script coming out, able to pull everyone back using the vacuum. It looks like they might be able to get another kill though. We'll be able to take out no one. They'll take down Iceberg, turn back around. Ramses is just so speedy right now. He's running around. He's like, who do I kill next? How do I get through this wall? What do I do, guys? Force Staff coming out here over onto FNG. They still see him. He can't get out of this. Can he get a kill over onto Lil? No, he's going to get taken down. There's no buyback on the side of Team Spirit. GG gets called. Virtus Pro, your CIS winners of the qualifiers here. They're going to Hamburg.
They are going to Hamburg. What a devastating show from them. And I was really worried for them that this team fight draft was going to be too much. The early game pressure from Team